Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to take a look at AirVenture 2021. I didn't get to go. I know many of you didn't, but here are some pictures and video that people sent me. Please enjoy the little look. So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. So being stuck here at home, I went ahead and went out on the Grumman gang and asked for people to send me pictures and stuff that they had found. Mark Matthews was an early arrival, sent me one of the first pictures. I was able to scrub this arrival picture in gusty wind off of the web. Everybody was okay in this landing, but it is an embarrassment for the pilot, and it is difficult to land a tail dragger in gusty wind conditions from that quarter anyway. Meanwhile, I'm stuck at home with sleeping kittens, and I have parts sitting on the couch. So that's what I get to do. Now I know that many of you camped at Oshkosh this year, and here's a Shop Monkeys campground. That dimple in the tent is where they got water in the tent because they weren't in the tent during the storm, but a lot of folks did okay during that. Jimmy's tent remained dry even though he took shelter in the visitor center. So it was a lot of fun, and I like to again thank all of you who sent me pictures of the assorted folks that people saw around and that were Grumman related, like aircraft right here, all with canopy covers and camping areas. I'm really sorry I missed it. The other thing I'm really sorry I missed at Oshkosh this year are all the talks. You go to the seminar talks. John Sjaardema's talk's always a good one. But the different vendors, when they talk about their products, like the Dynon panels, they'll talk to you about how to put it in a experimental airplane and what are the things that you have to do that are different when you go to put it in a certified aircraft. There's a lot of information that's given out there, as well as you're able to make a lot of good contacts. And then we had a lot of people who sent pictures of, hey, we're packing the airplane, we're checking it, we're getting ready to go, and I got those from all over the country, out west, up north, down south. So there were a lot of folks getting ready to go this year, and I've given credit where appropriate, and we had a lot of folks at Spruce Creek that sent some pictures. So again, thank all of you for helping share the experience of going to Oshkosh this year with those of us who did not get to attend. So I'm going to let you look at a few pictures here for a moment, and then I'll come back to join you where we get to the appropriate portion. However, I will say that while you were there, people got to see other people's panels, and you get to share ideas, not to mention you get to see all the fun sites there are to see at Oshkosh, including the warbirds, which all of us we know like to look and see. But the other thing that we're looking for at Oshkosh is that we were planning for next year, and we're planning a big event for 2022, so stay tuned for that. We'll be down in that big crowd somewhere. And then for those of you like Scott who bought an airplane, did the work on it, got it renumbered and re-registered with a custom call sign. As part of our planning for next year, we're looking at like Sleepy Hollow Farm Campground. They do have camping showers as well as camping toilets, as well as a nice road that you can come down and park to. Les Staples and his group stays here every year. We stayed with David Beeman and a group of other Grumman folks back in 2009. In 2010, we came back and stayed with Kevin Lancaster and a bunch of British folks who were in a caravan touring the United States, and so we camped in the back of it. The nice thing about Sleepy Hollow Campground is at the back of the campsite, as you've got the theater in the woods, so you don't have to walk very far to go see it, and when the movie's over, you're almost home and ready to go to bed. Now, we're looking for us, me personally, because of my issues, we're looking at all the cabins that were here, and again, this was another Grumman gang request that we went out on the gang and said, hey, if you happen to be going by Sleepy Hollow Campground, we're thinking about having an event area there. I'll need a cabin that I'll be able to use for my needs. But folks went by, and Kelly Matthews was nice enough to take all these pictures of the cabins at Sleepy Hollow. I'll be sending these on to Jeff Bartell, who runs the campsite, to let him know that this video will probably generate a lot of business for him. But anyway, that's what we're planning for next year. We're going to have a base of operations. It's probably going to be cabin number 2. That's the one that looks easiest to get in and out of, and we don't need much. We don't need running water because there are showers and everything on the campsite. We just need a bed that I can lay flat in for my nursing duties and a place that we can plug in the track chair, because we'll be dragging it in the back of the truck next year. So we're underway to have a good meeting for next year. We've already begun talking with the EAA about the pavilion talk, that one day we'll have an hour talk so all the Grumman folks can get together, and by having a base of operations here in the campsite. And I think that some of the folks in RVs are going to be thinking about being here too. We might have a dinner or a bonfire or a campfire one night where we'll just sit around and drink some adult beverages and talk about the adventure that we're having this year at Oshkosh. So again, we're planning a really big event for next year, so that gives us a whole year to work on it. You can begin your schedules. We're going to start up at a summer gathering at Butler County Hogan Field, where we will meet up and we'll have 3 or 4 days of social planning. We'll have some seminars, we'll have some dinners and some other stuff. But then there'll be the group flight of folks who are going to be heading up early. We'll be heading up Wednesday or Thursday to arrive early at Oshkosh and get all settled in and camped. And then that way we're there for all the arrivals and for the first big days, and we can decide when we'll start winding down later on. It'll all be dependent upon me. How long can I go before I have to wind down, go home and recharge? But my health is getting better. Oh, as a quick note, I'm no longer on any antibiotics now. I'm finally titrated off of everything. So we're planning a really big meet for next year at Oshkosh. We hope to see you there. It's not home. I mean, it won't be all the conveniences of our nice homes and our hangars and our bathrooms that we all know and love. But again, it will be a meeting of a bunch of Grumman folks. It won't be an island visit either, but I guarantee you we'll all have fun. So thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you next year. So we hope you found all this useful and informative. Thanks for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. So you've all known our older cat, Freckles, our cat supervisor, and we'd like to introduce the new cats to you. We have Hopscotch there on the left. The other small ginger is Tarzan. He came with that name, and his sister will be popping up in just a second, and her name is Sweet Pea. These are the new cats that we've adopted into our home. It's going to be a nice little family, and we're having a ball. Thanks for watching.